All right, guess we are live. Welcome to another episode of Bat Balla. Not a day for the Indian cricket as far as the Indian men's team is concerned. India got defeated in a back-to-back ODIs, and we have already lost the series with a game to go. A lot of things to talk about. I think as our thumbnail says, no, why no Kuldeep Yadav? I think that's the biggest pain point to start with, the team selection. And I'll come to that. But before that, I think Suresh, at least like we were discussing, no, at least one number 18 scored a ton today. Great job by Smriti Mandhana and Pratika Rawal. I think Indian women's team were also under a lot of pressure, but I think the batting, they delivered big time. And considering the score, the situation, I think India is going to win this one. So good job, Indian women team. But I think let's start with the men's team. And what are your thoughts on the team selection combination? And this has been a repeated behavior or repeated trend with Gautam Gambhir since the time Gautam Gambhir has taken charge, and he's banking on too many all rounders, and at the cost of your wicketing taking options like Kuldeep Yadav.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. You said bizarre selections. I mean, and just so sad, right? I mean, the one setup which is so perfect and going so well was the Indian ODI setup. We were so dominant. Rohit Sharma as a captain was performing so well. Everything just suddenly he just turned the top, and now we are crumbling. We are struggling against an Australian side who actually are all mostly newbies, consisting of newbies, and we are struggling against them. And I don't know what this man is intent on. I mean, he's intent on destroying every fabric of a really good setup, a really good team, players who have been performing so well so far. And like you said, we're getting bits and pieces all rounders when you have quality players in your lineup, right? I mean, Adam Zampa, we saw, took 4 wickets today. I mean, Indian spinners also bowled well, but if you have somebody like a Kuldeep in your bench and not playing him and playing, I don't know, man. I mean, part time, not part time, but all rounders. I mean, why? I don't know why. What's the aversion towards genuine, good quality leg spin? I mean, good quality spin and taking bits and pieces all rounders just to improve your batting. When if a seven can't do it, I don't know how an eight can.
I mean, spot on, man. If your top five, top six batters are
Yeah.
not doing the job, there is no point in banking on number seven, number eight. Even if he scores a quick fire 30-40, I'm not sure if that would be enough. I mean, that won't be enough more often than not for sure. I think let's go start from the team selection. Like you mentioned, this Gigi has this habit of taking that having a depth in the batting lineup. At the cost of some quality spin option in Kuldeep Yadav. For me, as far as I'm concerned, the first or the second name, maybe first name would be Bumrah. I guess like
Yeah.
second name, which I'll probably put down in the ODI 11 for India, would be Kuldeep Yadav, even before the likes of Shubman Gill and say Virat Kohli. And that is my disappointment. And we are literally wasting a talent like Kuldeep, man. He's in his
Yeah.
prime. Nobody's picking him. He's literally unplayable these days.
Hmm.
No matter what the situation is, no matter what the opposition is, I'm taking the wicket out of the equation. He's someone who's gonna get you the wickets, those crucial wickets in the middle overs, and that is where the ODI games are won or lost more often than not, right? And that is where we again saw today. When India were able to sort of pick up a couple of early wickets, but then again in the middle.
Yeah.
Those two guys, the newbies had a good partnership. Where Matthew Short played well, Connolly had a decent outing, and that's where I think my problem is. But I think if we keep the combination aside, let's talk from the batting. I mean, we have seen Rohit Sharma batting in a certain manner at top of the order when he was captain not too long ago, like 6 7 months ago in Champions Trophy as well, and now suddenly he's not the captain. And I see a very insecure, a very defensive Rohit Sharma, and he made 70 odd runs, but the start and the kind of inning, the kind of knock which he played was really weird.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, it's see, like I think we discussed on messages also, right? It's very difficult if you have taken a long break to come suddenly in Australia against the likes of Stark and Hazelwood. It's not easy. It's not easy. However talented you are, however a big name you are, and Rohit found that. Right? He found it out in the first innings and second innings as well. It is very sedate start, very unlike Rohit Sharma, which we have seen of late, and like when Rohit was the captain, you knew that he had this pressure of, I have to lead from the front. I have to set the tempo. And now I don't know what messaging has gone out to him, or he's himself decided this messaging, what, I'm not the captain anymore. Why should I bother about the tempo, whatever? I'll play the game I want to play. And maybe he's giving a price for his wicket, which he had sort of let go of in the last few, say, years, couple of years. But now it's back. And is that the Rohit Sharma we want? I really don't know. I really don't think so, because I think we have enough players. If likes of Kohli perform, we have KL Rahul, we have Shreyas Iyer, we have enough power in the middle order who can take those early setbacks if that happens also. But a Rohit Sharma batting like this, that's not the Rohit Sharma we want, man. I mean, we have enough players who can bat like that. And yes, he picked up the tempo towards later part of the innings, and there were some really good shots he played. But I want a Rohit Sharma who takes them the bowlers head on, and that's the attitude. That's what we have won as the trophies recently, and that puts added pressure. Right? The way he took down Stark in the USA, unbelievable, and that's what we want to see. But here we are seeing a struggle through. And I mean, like, I'd like to get your view on this, like players coming back from a break, right? I mean, we have seen players coming back from test break from Test cricket, and that's easy because you keep playing Test cricket. But ODI is such a format where there are hardly any matches, and you can't even really play ODI. There's no franchisee for ODI cricket. Even in domestic cricket, if you play one tournament, it's nowhere the quality of international cricket, right? So somebody playing only a format, and that is ODI format, I think it's going to become very difficult for the both of them.
No, no, it's not going to be easy for sure because, and that's the reason why we were. I think we were discussing this a few months ago before the English tour. I exactly still don't know. We none of us know what exactly happened behind the scenes, but that is where we wanted Kohli, at least Kohli, to continue in that format as well because he's not getting enough game time for sure. Only the IPL and one of probably domestic games won't be good enough for him to sort of carry that form in the ODI format. And we are going to play hardly 10 or 15 games before the 2027 World Cup. It's not going to be more than that. So I think that's the struggle is definitely is one part. I'm not too sure how exactly are these guys going to stay fit. Say gym fitness is keeping that gym fit. I'm talking about the match fitness, right? And the tempo keep so that they can play with that same tempo because the way Rohit Sharma was literally struggling every delivery of Hazelwood specifically. Even Kohli, I think the ball which there were a couple of outswingers, then suddenly one came back in on his pads. You don't. I mean, his head was falling. He was in no position to play that shot to play that flick, which he's so good at, right? Uh, I think probably that's the question which they themselves, they are senior players, they are legends of the game. They themselves have to sort of figure out if they have to be in the contention for that 2027 World Cup, especially with Gautam Gambhir being at the helm. I think I'm pretty sure that the management is looking at that opportunity wherein they are looking for that excuse wherein they can just say, okay, that these guys are not good enough. They don't fit in the system right now. I really don't want that to happen, but the way both Rohit and Kohli sort of struggled in the couple of games Kohli had back-to-back ducks, first time in his ODI career, which is a big miss, I would say. But even Rohit Sharma, I think if we keep that struggle part aside, I think that intent was something which was like so closely associated with Rohit. And now the way he batted, it showed on Shubman Gill as well. He played an unnecessary shot, right? That's not his way of building the innings. He usually it's Rohit Sharma who sort of takes the bowlers on early on, and then Shubman takes his time and then sort of looks to play a long inning. And we have got a couple of options in the dugout, in the likes of Yashasvi, even the Abhishek Sharma, who can play that role at top of the order, which Rohit has been doing, for the last couple of years. So even from Rohit's point of view, if he's gonna play like this, I'm not too sure he's doing any justice to his position. Also, uh, I think I'm not too sure what's happened behind the scene. Probably he was struggling. He took his time. He's not fresh. And that is also not a good sign, like you mentioned. You gotta be match fit. So you cannot be asking the team to have a series with West Indies or with Bangladesh or Pakistan before this, playing the heavyweights like Australia and all, right? So that was the thing. Uh, One more important point, Suresh. So India did lose a couple of early wickets. Then we had a good partnership between Iyer and Rohit. Again, we lost wickets in flurry. KL again was, I don't know, got a little early or late in the shot. That flipper from Zampa did the undoing. Akshar played a brilliant job. I think he's one player who's been the floater in the side, batting at number five, number six, number four at times. He's been doing a great job. I want to talk about Nitish Kumar Reddy. This guy he's in the side because there's this wide hole or a void which has been left by Hardik Pandya, right? You value Hardik Pandya so much that you want a genuine all rounder who can bat, give you 7 8 overs at least, and then can bat down the order. Even if a few early wickets fall, he can come in and sort of control the situation. Something of similar is sort of expected from Reddy, but the kind of shot he played, man. I mean, there were still 5 overs to go. You had Harshit Rana on the other end. There was no batter to follow you. He was the only designated batter who was supposed to do the job, and that is why he's in the side to play this kind of situations. And the kind of rash shot he played, I know people can sort of attribute to that to age, but I'm pretty sure MS in his early days, or even a Yuvraj Singh in his early days, would not have played this kind of shot. So I'm extremely disappointed the way Nitish Reddy got out, especially knowing that there's still 5 or 6 overs to go, and he's sort of just came down the wicket purpose without any purpose of Zampa, who was bowling really well. Any thoughts on that, man? I was
Yeah.
really disappointed.
So you actually bring up a good point. See, like he's raw. He's definitely raw, right? And he's no way close to skills or match temperament right now to Hardik Pandya. And yes, that is what India wants. India wants that position that can we replace Hardik or not? Neither with the batting nor with the bowling. But like even if you look at Hardik Pandya's evolution, right? I think obviously he's played so many matches. That's why he's a clutch player that he's right now. But when he came into the scene, he had players like Dhoni. He had players like Kohli who were there with him, who were grooming him for that position, who helped. Like he has clearly told many a times that his inspiration for the finisher role is MS Dhoni. He has told that many a times. But here we are in pushing a situation where that middle order or the lower middle order is so shaky, right? I mean, people keep moving up and down the order. There is no stability in anybody. We don't have a proper finisher in the ODI position. So who does he look up to? Who does he aspire to? There's nobody. And even Akshar Patel, right? I mean, I was surprised. Yes, he played a good innings and he's a good batsman, no doubt about it. But him coming above KL Rahul, KL is a proper batsman, right? And that is a very weird position to me. So I don't know why the shuffling is happening. Okay, maybe you want to, maybe a situation again would come up where you lose wickets early and you want to see how test Akshar. But I don't think that's his position. I mean, I don't think he should be coming every time at five. That's not his position. And let's have a proper finisher. Let's have a proper guy who can hit the bowlers to the cleaners towards the lower end of the innings. Like how Australia has identified Mitch Owen, right? Mitch Owen is the guy who's going to give you those finishes. Let us identify that. Maybe Reddy is a person or may not be, but do we have people who can train him, who can guide him? No, we don't have that, and that's a worrying sign. I mean, maybe in the future, play both, play Hardik and Reddy. Let them play together. Let them see how you can build that lineup. Maybe in the future without Pandya, but I think he's just throwing Nitish Kumar Reddy the deep end right now and saying, okay, you swim and can come back. And poor guy is struggling, and it will struggle. I mean, it's not easy. In Australia, it's not easy for any player, especially in a tougher situation. And I mean, he showed in his bowling as well, right? Hard, very listless bowling as well. So tough. I mean, very unfortunate, but I don't think the Gambhir is really planning through this. It's just okay. Let's put people in situations and let's see how they behave.
Probably that's another way of looking at it. I probably would rather expect someone like Reddy, who has got some domestic experience. He has been playing in the IPL to sort of assess the situation and take that call himself. That whether I should be going after the bowler, with 5 6 overs still to go and with no other batter being around, that could have easily. I know Harshit Rana had a good partnership with Harshdeep, adding a few 30 40 30 odd runs in the end, but still, I believe that costed India around 10 15 runs, which ultimately became the difference. And it might prove fatal. Maybe this is a bilateral. You can do all sort of experiments here,
Yeah.
but in an ICC tournament, this can come back and haunt us. Right. One more point before we sort of jump to the bowling card. So India played Akshar Patel, Washington Sundar, Nitish Kumar Reddy, and Harshit Rana, who supposedly is an all-rounder as well.
Yeah.
Uh, what did we achieve? Is the question. So we did this at the cost of sitting, making someone like a Kuldeep sit on the bench. And
Yeah.
what exactly did we achieve here? And just assume hypothetically, if one of these guys were not playing, most likely Washington Sundar or maybe Nitish Reddy or Harshit Rana, either of the guys, probably
Yeah.
India would have ended at 245, maybe 245 or 250 instead of 264. I would
Yeah.
still take that any given day with Kuldeep in the side rather than 10 15 runs extra
Yeah.
without Kuldeep being in the side.
No, 100% agree. And like you said, right, even if it's 10-15 short, when Australia had 130, 140 for four, imagine if Kuldeep was bowling that time. There is no way a shot or a Connolly could have built a partnership at that time. It is not possible against Kuldeep Yadav. I mean, whatever good respect to their batting, I mean, apparently they're really good players in first class cricket, but to face a quality of Kuldeep Yadav in that situation, I don't think they would have managed it. And you said rightly. I mean, that 10-15 runs extra just doesn't cut this thing. But having Kuldeep in the squad would have made a very very big difference.
And the bigger pain point for me is that we are wasting his form, man. is at his
Yeah.
peak of his powers, man, and we are just not utilizing. I think his childhood coach once mentioned that अगर कुलदीप किसी और कंट्री में होता, he would have easily played 50-60 tests by now, and I hard to debate on that, right? It's just
Yeah.
unfortunate, and whenever he has got an opportunity, even the test format, he has performed brilliantly. It's a sad part that we are not, that somehow the team is not able to find a spot in the 11 for this guy. Tough luck.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, let's come to India's bowling. I think 260 was slightly under par. We all knew that.
It was under par. Yeah.
Especially, yeah, especially with the when there is no Bumrah, there is no Kuldeep. We are literally relying on Siraj and Arshdeep to give us the early breakthrough. Arshdeep brought. I thought both these guys bowled well.
Yeah.
Uh, Once again, I really want to talk about Harshit Rana. He picked up a couple of wickets. But boss, what is Gambhir seeing in him? See, there could be two things. When someone like a Mayank Yadav or a Varun Aaron in his prime, when he was early in his career, even Umesh Yadav, they burst into the scene. They had some serious pace. They were able to constantly clock around for 145, between 145 and 150. So we knew that these guys have raw pace. It's just a matter of time. Even Umran Malik, he was given a lot of opportunities in T20 format. Uh, they had the pace. So it's about shaping their pace, helping them find the rhythm. Pace is something which is like really natural.
Yeah.
Or maybe someone like a Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, when he arrived at the scene, he was 135, 140 kind of bowler, but he could swing the ball big time both the ways, right? And it was really difficult. We saw that in that famous 2012 Pakistan series, and he had an immediate impact, even in the Champions Trophy, played his part, right? I don't see that in Harshit Rana. He neither does have any extraordinary pace, nor he can move the ball, like swing the ball uh, like a Shami or a Bhuvaneshwar Kumar. I just want to know. He's an effort bowler. All credit to him on that. But
Yeah.
what exactly is Gautam Gambhir seeing in this guy? He's getting back like anyone else. I mean, currently the first name, I think we discussed this first name, which is probably getting put on the paper while deciding finalizing the final 11 is Harshit Rana even before Shubman Gill.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, there are jokes running around that Harshit Rana will be next vice captain of India. You never know, right? I mean, anyway, the vice captain is yeah, merry-go-round. So maybe this guy gets a chance next time. I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know what Gambhir saw in that season with KKR. Uh, I mean, okay, yes, you won the trophy, great, and he bowled well also. Harshit Rana bowled really well. But there are so many good, like you said, there are so many other good Indian pacers, right? He's not the only pacer. Like Mohammad Shami, for example, is way better hit if you want to hit the deck. Okay, that's what they say, right? Rashid Rana can hit the deck well. There's no better hit the deck bowler than Mohammad Shami in world cricket, probably, and in white ball cricket. So I don't know what you're trying to show. I mean, and the extra 10-20 runs which you can get is the guys anyway conceding with his bowling.
No,
So
10-20 का
it's
इसका तो
not
सोचना ही
worth
नहीं
it.
चाहिए यार. Definitely
Yeah,
not. That should not be the case. That should not be the criteria for if you are picking a second or third seamer. I mean, that should never
yeah,
be the criteria. Even I would rather
yeah.
have a Prasidh Krishna before Harshit Rana on any given
Mm.
day, man. I mean, seriously, man, it's a genuine question. Is there anything which I am probably not able to find or I'm not able to spot in Harshit Rana? I mean, we have been watching cricket for the last 30 odd years.
Yeah,
जब कोई बॉलर आता है हमें पता होता है इसमें स्पार्क है. Like I
yeah,
still remember Bhuvaneshwar Kumar arrived at the scene. This guy could swing the ball both the
yeah.
ways,
Swing the
and
ball. Yeah,
batsmen were literally struggling to pick him. Pace ज़्यादा नहीं था. It was around 135, 137, that kind of pace. Same story with Praveen Kumar. Shami could, the release
yeah.
point was amazing. Harshit Rana का release point भी मुझे I don't see anything special in that. Probably someone who is probably more into bowling probably could explain better. But as far as my limited knowledge is concerned, I don't see anything exceptional in Harshit Rana. And despite the fact that he's not even got the raw pace like Umesh Yadav or Varun Aaron or Umran Malik, he's getting back like anything. I think he's just blessed. And somebody, in one of the groups commented that it's 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 such a thing that we are winning the more games than losing, even with Gautam Gambhir being the coach of the Indian cricket team. The selection is absolutely ridiculous, man.
Yeah. No,
कोई
I
लॉजिक
mean,
नहीं है, किसी को भी उठा के दिखा दिया.
yeah, and clearly, okay. See, right, they're thinking, right, okay, you're a good new ball bowler, you're a good maybe old ball death bowler. He's good in neither. He's okay in both. He's okay in the new ball, but he's horrible in the death ball bowling also. I mean, the way today Mitch Owen took after him. I think, or two in the last, his last spell was 2 overs, 25 runs or something, right? And proper, I mean, short balls, he's getting whacked. I mean, if anybody I mean, you get that length, you got to smash it. And there is no change of pace. There is no, what do you call, change of length, no Yorkers coming through. I don't know. It could be experience, but you give chances to people like you said who think have special talent, right? Give them time, give them time to develop their skills, give them match awareness. I don't know what match awareness you want to give him. I mean, he's first of all pretty ordinary. On top of that, you're giving him so many chances. And I mean, I think it'll be time when batsmen I mean, already they figured him out. And I think opposition teams are now waiting for Harshit Rana to come, because I mean, he may take you to 1 or 2 wickets, but you can get a 10 run over from him easily. And I that'll continue in every match. And I mean, but hats off to the Australians. I mean, saw some really good young guys coming through, and I think this is yeah, a good sign for Australia, because it is a transition period for them also, right? No Maxwell, no Stoinis in that middle order, but looks like they don't really miss them. And guys, Short again. I mean, Short, for example, Short has played so much cricket. Right? We have seen his name over and I mean on and off many times. And again, people like Short, people like Owen, they're all very top order batsmen, but now they've been given roles in the middle order. Even Connolly, for example, they've been given roles in the middle order because they know that these guys can build long innings, and probably that's what's required also. But somebody like a Mitch Owen coming through and bring the proper finisher role, which maybe a Stoinis or a Tim David does for them in T20s, him doing that for them in ODIs, it's a very very heartening sign. And I think we have understood that yes, we have limitations, but now we have also understood that the Australian bench strength is really good. So we should be
Yes.
worried. I mean, they're really playing well in T20s, but I think with Mitch Marsh as the captain and leading from the front, I think they really, and once Cummins comes back also, I think they'll continue that dominance which they have in white ball cricket, and they'll be a very very good formidable side to defend their World Cup trophy.
Yeah, without a doubt, Suresh. I think that kind of talent and these guys are coming up. I think that again, just like India, they have a solid structure. One of the very few countries in the World Cup cricket, other than India and England, is Australia, obviously with a solid domestic structure as well. I think we have a day's gap. The final ODI is in Sydney. I just want to say probably India should make a couple of changes. At least give some game time to probably Yashasvi Jaiswal. Try him out in as an ODI opener. He has never done that before, which is strange. And probably find a way to get Kuldeep Yadav in the side, man. मतलब कितनी बार बोलूं, enough said and done, man. I don't know, man. What are these guys achieving? I understand
Yeah,
Varun
and
Chakravarti is not there. He would probably be there as your one of the other leaders of the pack, right, with the spin attack. But Kuldeep is someone who thoroughly deserves a place in all three formats, basis the current form and basis his variations and everything. He's the peak. He's at his peak right now, and we should not be messing around with those prime years for sure.
yeah, and you're right. I mean, he should come back in the squad and maybe just relook at the batting order also. I don't understand this batting order. I mean, I think KL should be up the order. I mean, KL should be above Akshar Patel for sure. Fine, give him one chance, but every match he's coming ahead. It's just frustrating. I mean, I'm a big fan of Akshar Patel as a player, but I don't think he's a better batsman than KL Rahul. That is a big stretch we're doing it. I mean, we should not do that. And disservice to KL also, right? Such a good number five. I mean, I don't know what we're doing, man. The order also
Yeah.
strange.
And he has been doing pretty well at number five. Why
Yeah.
why to tinker around
Mhm.
with that position? Cool. I think Suresh, before we wrap
Yeah.
up, I think let's talk about our women's as well. I think they have been putting up a great show today. They came out all guns firing. Big 100 for Pratika Raval, solid 100 for Mandhana. Rodriguez played a great knock as well.
Yeah.
And looks like I think they 150 odd for four is the current score. I think India should definitely win this one. And in all likelihood, they're gonna face Australia in the semi-finals.
So, yeah.
So I think we'll have to wait and watch, and
Do
that's
you do
gonna be
you do you
a.
also did you follow the Pakistan South Africa match?
I did actually. I saw the scorecard. Actually, I was interested in whether Babar Azam would be able to score something big or not because he was not out at 49. I
Yeah.
got a chance to see the squad, and they were already all out for 137 and odd. I said, "What the hell?" But then I realized this is Pakistan we are talking about, so no surprises over there. I think again, I'm saying Pakistan has been in a weird situation. Somehow they've been able to find 38, 39-year-old spinners and making their debut in the series. We saw that with Noman Ali, who's like 39 right now, making his debut last year, and then this new guy Asif, is also took a five for this game. वो आई थिंक देयर वाज पॉडकास्ट पाकिस्तानी पॉडकास्ट ही था आई थिंक आई डोंट रिमेंबर द नेम एग्जैक्टली सेड कि हम लोग हड़प्पा की खुदाई कर करके स्पिनर्स निकाल रहे हैं लाइक 38 ईयर ओल्ड 39 ईयर ओल्ड एंड
Fossil.
because they decided they realized that flat decks and batting paradise is definitely not helping them. Teams like England, New Zealand, they are coming and bashing them 3-0 at their home.
Yeah.
So they thought, okay, let's do something different.
No, I saw the scorecard, the first innings, right? I mean, South Africa 230 for 8. And then the last two wickets, 160 runs partnership. My God, I was like, what? Rabada scored some 71 of 61 balls. And I saw a few highlights and match. The way he's bashing Sain Shah Afridi, it's embarrassing to watch. I mean, number 11 is smashing your premier bowler to the cleaners. I don't know what, man. I mean, the obsession with Pakistan and those players, Shaheen Shah Afridi, Babar Azam, Rizwan, just get rid of the entire lot. It's pathetic. I mean, it is so fun to watch a South African number 11 coming and belting you like this in Pakistan. I don't know, it's embarrassing.
And I think they have made Shaheen Shah Afridi as the ODI captain, removing Rizwan from ODI captaincy as well. I don't know what exactly is happening over there. I think this passing
The
the
same
parcel.
three guys, musical chairs, no? Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, there was this talk. Then Mike Hassan said that Rizwan is like he's in a different league. I mean, he was referring to that Maulana activities of Mohammad Rizwan. That's why probably he's not liking that.
Oh,
So yeah, makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah.
I
Once
don't
in a
want to
while, at
comment
least
on that.
focus on cricket.
Yeah. Cool, man. I think let's hope that India puts up some good fight. I think it was a close game today, but again, the selection obviously I think it did all the damage. The team combination and everything, and it's so important for them to realize that they need to get the combination right, man. I know Hardik Pandya will come in, Bumrah will come in for sure. You might see Chakravarti as well. But again, if this a couple of these guys are not fit, then you gotta find the right replacement for that. Even the combination part, you need to find a place for Kuldeep. Yeah, enough said and done. Let's see what they do for the third game. I hope Virat also scores some run. The kind of bye he was doing to the crowd, after getting out. Again, I think one thing is clear that this is his last Australian tour. I think no ifs and buts over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, a lot of things to watch out for in the final ODI.
Yeah. Fingers crossed for at least opening the account for Virat Kohli.
Yeah. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Let's connect
See
later.
you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you so much.